So it should be back up now, and we should be good. I'm not going to test the spinny thing again. I'm going to put it on batteries because there's another way to do it. I'm going to put it on batteries. That's what I'm going to do. So there we go. Woohoo! We're back, back up and running. Thank the maker. So Beach, could you stick a like on here, please, and maybe give it a share? I'm sorry about that. It went wrong. Sometimes that's what happens in these live broadcasts. To say I need a producer would be an understatement. But I can't afford one. Let me just be completely honest with you. I'm too cheap. I'm just too cheap. And by that I mean I have no money. But if somebody would like to do it for free, I'm more than willing to entertain that. And you know, if you are local-ish, you can even be in the room. You could come and spend that time here in the room with us. I'm just setting a new goal of 1 super chat of £5 in the next 30 minutes. And if you do, I'll give you a woohoo. Let's start that goal. And anyway, so back to it. Monday, we will be at Butlins in Bognor Regis for their Christmas fantasy break. I am thinking about doing a couple of live streams, but I've also been spending a lot of time on learning how to make more cinematic quality video, more cinematic quality vlogs, because I love doing what I'm doing. I really do love and I love going out, and I love reviewing things, and I love showing places off. But sometimes the footage I take just feels a bit flat. And that's not to say that it is. It just feels a bit flat. And I just figured, if I'm going to do this, there are other channels that do this, and I need to stand out. I need to make this channel stand out. And so I'm striving for quality, real quality, but also quantity as well. So I really want to go back to getting daily videos out over here, but I want them to be really, really, really high quality. And so I'm learning to do that in camera rather than trying to spend all that time going back and editing. I mean, I've bought a bunch of filters and stuff like that so that we can take more pretty shots and do it live, so to speak, or I guess live, quote unquote, do it in camera. And that should hopefully, fingers crossed, raise up not only the production value, but the turnaround time on really well produced stuff. Because I think what we're doing already looks pretty good, but I just don't think it's quite there yet. And so I'm really striving for the quality of things, and I wanna make things look great, sound great. And like I said, you need to stand out. You really do need to stand out, because if you don't stand out, then it's just going to become another one of those vlog channels, and that's not what we want. We want to be fun, funny, but also look and sound great. And that's why we really could do with some help, but we also realise we can't run before we can walk. And so we can't afford anyone or anything. And that's why doing things like this really hopefully does help, because everyone that clicks the like button, everyone that subscribes to the channel, everyone that gives us a chance, not just for the Lego, but for the travelling, the theme parks, all of that. You guys can do that for free, and it really helps us. It pushes us out in the algorithm, and hopefully we can continue to do this, and we can do it better and better and better, and eventually down the line we can get better equipment and things like that. But until then, we're working with what we've got. I mean, yes, the camera that I'm looking into right now, that I'm talking to you into, is a Canon DSLR, which sounds great, but it's like a 12-year-old one, and it's got its extreme limitations. And the only way that I've got it to look this good, which is much better than it did look last week, I might add, but the only way I've got this to look this good is to push it for everything that it can do, and it's got its real limitations. And hopefully one day we'll be able to get some much nicer looking shots and stuff and all of that. But it really is all down to making stuff that stands out, that's good quality, and that's entertaining. And so that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're working on doing. And hopefully it will come across in the videos, not in the live streams maybe. I mean, what more can you do really than sit whilst you're sitting here building a Lego set? Not much, I would posit. But hopefully in the videos themselves. Oh look, we're putting these two pieces together now, finally. It's starting to somewhat look like a plane. it's right, okay. It doesn't actually tell me to get this part. So you're just sort of guessing that you need to put it on there. Yes, I agree that our friend John needs a producer. But I think we do as well. But maybe not even a producer so much. I think what we need is an editor. But that's going to take, like I say, time and money and stuff like that. So until then, I do it myself. I have to do it myself. But hopefully one day, maybe. We'll see. It's just about working and pushing and seeing what we can do. That's really odd. I am very confused right now. Give me a second. Ha! See, I missed that. I was like, what's going on there? Got to fill that bit in. But yes, if you could hit the like button, double tap the middle of the screen if you're watching on the phone. I know it sounds trivial, but it really does help us, and it helps push us out, and it pushes our content out as well. And if you are subscribed for 5 minutes or more, then you can jump in the chat, and we can. It's sort of an Ask Me Anything, but remember, it is Thanksgiving as well if you're watching from the States at all. So feel free to. Oh, we're on the next bag already, part 3. So it really is starting to look like Tails is playing. You can see Tails down there as well. Looking pretty good. I'm going to put the plane in the middle. And we're going to go with number 3. Little pieces, little pieces. So, what is it then, Beats and Tapes? You're obviously a music aficionado. But what is it that you do? Do you do music professionally, or do you just love music like me? Just a random question. But, I mean, I love music, you know that. I'm a musician as well, and if you are a channel member, which you can become from just 99p a month, we are going to start redoing a monthly live stream where I sing for my supper, so to speak, and we do a bit of live music, because that's always fun. But are you professionally in the music industry, or is it just officially, like I say, fun? Be interesting to find that one out. Because if you're professionally in the industry and you've been holding out on me, he's going to have words. I love music and produce hip hop. You reckon I could do gangster rap? I reckon I could try it. But, I mean, hip hop's not really my thing. But that doesn't mean that it's not good. I'm just not really a hip hop stan or fan. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a brick with a cross in the middle. There you go, look. That, is it that camera? Yeah, it is that camera. You see through it. Been making music for over 20 years. Okay. And you've been doing what? Holding out on me? Because I could have been doing the girl parts. You know, you usually you get the rapper and then you get the girl singing. I could have been doing the girl parts. I can sing high. You know that. Been holding out on me. So where he turns around and goes, you no. Just no. And I go, okay. You don't rap anymore, as in you used to rap. You used to. I'm interested now. Send me some of your rap. I want to hear it. I won't play it. I won't play it if you don't want me to on the streams. But I want to hear this. And it's not to say that. I just want to hear it. Oh no. Oh come on. I'll keep it to myself. I promise. It's starting to sound a bit weird now. It'll be our little secret. No. But okay, so you used to rap. So we're getting somewhere. You used to rap. And you don't rap anymore. Is there a reason you don't rap anymore? Did you just think, I'm not very good at this, or I don't want to do this, or I'm getting too old for this? Or did you just fall out of love with it? I'm really enjoying this one, actually. Huh. Something's not right here. Oh, balls. See? Liked making music more. Well, it depends. No, I say it depends. Obviously, everybody has their own tastes, and you bugger. See, sometimes everything just goes wrong. Does it just goes wrong? Well, at least should be able to get this piece up. I've got no nails, and I've got no brick separators. I should be shouting, "Wife, wife, help!" But she's not here today. Well, she is here. She's just not here. If that makes sense. She's downstairs. What I'm getting at. I am so confused. I am. So, I'm so. I'm. What have I done? Look, boys and girls, I would just suggest leave the Lego building and the frustrations connected to it to me. But there we go. I think we're back in the game. Yes, I'm doing it right now. Bubbles. Shalini just sort of disappeared, and I can't. If you've got any way to message her that the new stream is up. See, I'm now flummoxed. I'm now flummoxed and I'm frustrated. There's the piece I'm looking for. Oh, there you are. I was worried. See, we're starting to get a bit of a plane now. Maybe she did get stuck in her TV. What's Poltergeist? Is it the original? Is it Poltergeist where the kid ends up going into the TV with the little psychic lady? This stuff is just wrong. Oh, you were sucked in on Twitter. That's arguably even worse than being sucked into your TV. That's arguably even worse. But you did tell me yesterday that this is happening more and more and more. I just keep getting sucked into Twitter. I end up balls. You know what? This Lego stuff. There we go. The milk thing. The Arla. Yes. Okay. I will actually talk about that here on the stream because I've seen a lot of annoyance. I've seen a lot of annoyance going on. So I don't know if you've heard of Arla, the milk producing company. I think they make yogurts and stuff as well. But they are now using Bovaer, I think it's called. Bovaer with their cows. This has launched an initiative for them to reduce carbon emissions. And so this stuff apparently makes the cows produce 27% less wind by either burping or going out of the other end. And yet, when we look deeper into this stuff, and I'm no conspiracy guy, you guys know that, it seems to be funded by one William S. Gates. It always seems to link back to that guy. It just always seems to link back to that guy. Now, I don't know whether or not it's toxic, and I can't make that determination. But I would say this: it doesn't appear to be. It doesn't appear to be something that's been at least used before on any kind of mass scale. There's been no real testing of it on any mass scale when it comes to especially human consumption. And as such, as a note of personal choice, of personal freedom, I don't think I want to consume Arla milk products for the time being, at the very least, because we just don't know what a mix of chemicals chucked into our cows is going to do. Now, that's not me telling you not to go and do it. I wouldn't presume to do that. But I'm saying that I am probably not going to, because I simply don't know the outcome of what this stuff is and what this stuff does. So until that is known, people are rightfully telling Arla this in no uncertain terms, to the point where Arla have turned off comments on the Twitter posts they made about it, or X post. Pivoting to another thing about X right now, or Twitter. Sussex Police have decided that all of their individual units, apart from the main one, that have got X accounts today, this is my local police force, they're going off of X because they don't like it. They don't like Elon Musk. Oh, it's such a virtue signal, and you would have thought that these police departments would want to stay on there. Look at this. This is actually a really cool printed piece. But no, I find it all very funny. I made the police force well aware that I found it funny as well. Anyone who knows me and Sussex Police do not have a very good relationship. Sussex Police assaulted me, and that's all I have to say about that. For the time being. For the time being, at the very least. Okay, this is starting to really look like a plane now. That was the tail. It just pops on there like that. This is awesome. This is awesome. Police punched me in the head after you had a fit. Oh my god. That's horrific. That's horrible. But then again, it doesn't shock or surprise me. Which is saying something, right? Because we're supposed to trust our police force. We're supposed to rely on them to keep us safe, and many of us are just simply scared of them. And not for reasons of, oh, look, oh, we're scared of them. Many of us are scared of them because we've seen firsthand what some of these people do. I don't know if I ever will see a positive outcome from my situation. Shalini knows more, but I'd rather it not be discussed in the chat right now because it's ongoing with pushback. Put it that way. It's ongoing with pushback. It could take years, and it could lead to naught. But hey, I'm not ready to let it go because you guys know, many of you know, that I'm autistic, that my children are autistic. And when somebody is obviously having an autistic moment, doing nobody any harm, that's sitting by themselves, doing nobody any harm whatsoever, the answer is not to beat them senseless, Sussex Police. The answer is not to beat them senseless. But that's what we have you on film doing. I won't say anymore. I won't say anymore. Because that's not what this channel's about. This channel's about positivity and fun. But maybe get some training to learn about neurodiverse people. Because we're complicated, folks. Very complicated. But we know how to have fun. I hear footsteps coming in my direction. I think I'm building like a second wing for the biplane right now. I hear the footsteps coming in my direction. Hide, says Beats. Nah, they're alright. It could just be the dog. It could be one of the 4 cats that we own. My wife, when I pass away. Someone at work has a bulldog. Her name is Rocket. She will be in the office tomorrow. You're allowed to bring pets to the office? That's different. That's different. I mean, I have pets at the office because the office is my home. And we've built this little studio space in our home. Interesting. I mean, I'm not knocking it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it. If that's what your company like and that's what your company allow, fair enough. Ah, you're gonna send me a picture, what, tomorrow or in a minute? I'm confused. When am I receiving this picture of Rocket the Bulldog? This is where she goes, tomorrow, you idiot, tomorrow. Oh, in a minute? Do you want me to put the picture up? If you send it on Twitter, I'm able to put it up. Because you saw I did that with Amy's turkey. Which was cool. A Thanksgiving turkey being cooked on the barbecue there. Just let me know when you've sent it and I'll be able to sort that. We are really getting close to finishing part 3 now. And then we'll be on to part 4. Don't forget, if you're watching, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And, of course, say hello in the chat, which you only have to be subscribed for 5 minutes to do. There is a super chat goal of £5 for this evening. And if you're able to help towards that, that would be awesome. I can hear voices. I think it's my neighbours. I'm not sure. Okay, look at this. How awesome is that? We're not done yet. Oh, you sent it. Right, so let me finish this stage, and then before we go on to the next stage, we'll take a look at the bulldog. Cool. I'll turn you over. Hello, Amy. After we finish stage 3, which we are closely getting towards, we're going to look at a picture of a bulldog that somebody has sent, well, Shalini has sent. And this bulldog belongs to somebody who works in her office and will be there tomorrow. Is what we are being told. Nice to see you. This is a different stream though, Amy, so could you hit the like button again? Because we had to restart. So it's free for you to like again, which is awesome. Right, what am I doing? I'm so confused right now. This is some of the most confusing stuff going. Right, so we're going to put this here. Photo was from last Friday. Okay, cool. This piece is going here. And then this piece is going in here. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and if you can help towards the Super Chat goal, there's only 4 minutes 56 seconds until it expires. We're putting some wheels on this thing. This is really starting to become quite awesome. I think we're getting to the spinny bit, Shalini. The bit you asked earlier on, where's the spinny bit? I think we're about to build it right now. So, there it is. We're getting towards the propeller. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. And then once we've got the propeller on, that's the end of the stage. And therefore, it's time to build. Well, it's time to look at the bulldog. And then it's, look, $5 from Amy, which is nearly the £5 goal. Thank you, Amy. And obviously, if you put a super chat in, you get a woohoo if you do. Woohoo! So thank you. And look at that. We're not quite done here, but the plane is looking pretty much done. We've got another stage to go yet. The little space for... Whoa! Whew! Saved there. Saved. Nearly went down. So yeah, we've got a super chat revenue of £3.96 right now. So thank you, Amy, very much. I appreciate that. So before we move on, I'm just going to jump over to X quickly. We're going to go over to Shalini. She sent me a photo because she wants to show off this bulldog. Okay, we might be able to see this. Give me a second. It's up there. It's here. It's not a very zoomed in image, and I'm not sure I can zoom in on it. Oh, I can. Look at that. With my laptop's touchscreen. There it is. There you go. Look at that. Nice zoomed in image. So you're off to see that bulldog tomorrow, are you? Oh, he's lovely. He's lovely. Lovely little dog. Indeed. But back to the live building, I guess. The turkey is taking longer to cook as it's very cold and raining outside. That's Rocket, the bulldog. She's nice. Well, you know what? You'd rather your turkey take longer and be cooked properly than still be a bit pink in the middle and you end up with food poisoning. So, pros and cons. Pros and cons. And that's actually the end of book 1. It is currently 25 past 3 over there in Kentucky. So book 2 is solely for stage 4. Interesting. Yeah, Rocket. She's a wonderful dog. Whoa. See, you know, this is the problem with not having a fixed tripod. This top camera is on a tripod. and it's on a clamp and it's facing downwards, but it's not fixed. I'm going to put the plane there. I'm going to put all this here. And then we've got this last stage to build. Whoops! And we've got these two bags of little stuff. Right, we're going to put the pieces down here so that we've got some building space in the middle. Yeah, it's almost 3:30 in the afternoon there. It is just coming up 8:25 here in the evening. And I've just noticed that I'm not running live to my monitoring the situation. So I am now. Yeah, she's feeling a lot better actually, thank you. She's downstairs with the kids and just leaving me to chill out, get this done, stream to people, say subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, click the like button if you haven't already. It really does help us and it's free for you. So if you could help us out and do that, we'd really appreciate that. And you only have to be a subscriber for 5 minutes to get in the chat and start, you know, talking to the lovely people here. You don't even have to necessarily talk to me. You can talk amongst yourselves. And that's cool too. Amy there, she's in Kentucky. It's Thanksgiving. Oh, look, we're building proper Sonic looking stuff now. Like Green Hill Zone looking stuff. This is what I've been looking forward to. Getting some bricks out and building some Sonic stuff. Because I built a Sonic set or two for Dexter before. And I really enjoy making them. And he obviously really enjoys having them. He loves Lego. He loves building the Lego as well. But in the same breath, he loves me building the Lego for him. Because he can be very lazy. But that's fine. That's cool. I'm happy to build the Lego for him. Gives me something to do. Gives me content. And gives me the opportunity to have a good old chat with you wonderful people. So there's no real downside. I mean, it's already sitting here. It's been waiting to be built for ages. I think there's another couple of sets we can do. Minecraft. When do the Christmas decorations behind me go up? I'm not sure I'm going to put any up in the set this year. And that's for no other reason than space, Amy. We have downsized. So I'm not in the old studio building anymore. So I'm just not sure if we're going to be able to put any up in the set. Maybe. We'll see what we can do. I'm certainly not able to put a full tree up this year. Like last year we had a 6-foot tree up. It's not going up. Our tree is up. I've sent you a picture of our home tree. I'd love to be able to do something in here. I'm just not certain that we can. So I'll have a good word with the wife and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, well, our Christmas tree's up, Shalini, and I think Chrissy's going to put up some ceiling garlands and stuff as well, because I was in Asda yesterday and they were £1, and I was like, oh, ceiling garlands. So hopefully she's going to put some of those up as well. It's not too early. It's never too early for joy. It's never too early for lights. And pin up some garland, the tinsel kind. I could do that. But in the same breath, the wall behind me is 75-year-old solid brick built. We've burnt out more than one drill bit drilling into it. Concrete drill bit. To put up shelves and stuff like that. To get the additional screens that I'm using to control the show up. Which are up here. They're hanging on the wall on arms above me to my left. To get them up, we burnt out 2 drill bits and had to get a friend to do it. Seriously. So that's the only real issue. So we'll see what we can do. Because pins do... Jesus Christ. Pins do not just go into our wall, unfortunately. So we'll certainly try. Like I said, we'll certainly try. We'll see what we can do. I even got tinsel on my KRK Rocket 5 speakers. You know what? I don't have much of an idea of what you just said there, sir. But I hope it looks amazing. And do you follow me on X? Do you follow me on Twitter? At Disabled Journo? Do you follow me over there? Because if you do, send me some pictures and I'll put them up. You don't have to be in them. Because we can now do that, as you've seen over the past hour and 10 minutes or so. Why aren't you on X? It's the place to be, baby. You need to get yourself a beats. We just put up a nativity scene in the living room on a shelf under the TV. That's cool. That is cool. I mean, you know me, I'm not religious, and you are, obviously, and that's fine. But I do like things like that. I do like a lovely nativity scene. I love Christmas lights. I don't like the commercialization of the season. So I really, really hate it. And I hate the fact that we've got to a point in society where people feel like they have to spend more and more and more and more and more every year because for some reason Christmas is about presents. It's not. Christmas is not about presents. Christmas is about being together with your loved ones. I thought, anyway. But I don't know. I'm rambling. I am rambling. But that's what you do on a stream, right? It's about your birthday. Is your birthday on Christmas Day? My wife's niece's birthday is on Christmas Day. She was born on Christmas Day. But like I said, I really hate the commercialization of the season, and we're all kind of at fault for it. I would say we are all kind of at fault for it. But in the same breath, at some point, people are going to have to take a stand and say, you know what? No. Because how the hell can we all afford all of this? Amy says, I collect schlish figurines to put in the manger scene. One time I put Bert and Ernie in there and a dinosaur and a small Barbie. Okay. What about Mickey Mouse in a pumpkin costume? I mean, probably better under this camera. Mickey Mouse in a pumpkin costume. Would he go in your nativity scene? What about a real working BB-8 who does work and rolls around and his head stays put and everything? He's a Sphero BB-8. Chrissy got me him for Christmas. Oh, I've got one. Give me a sec. Shalini's birthday on the 30th. Beats his son on the 1st of January. Nice. Where are you? There you are. There's what I'm looking for. What about, would you make room for Chucky? Would you make room for Chucky? I'd make room for Chucky. Just looming over your scene. He's cool, right? What are we doing? My sister's birthday's for... Jesus Christ, you're all born around the same time, aren't you? All January babies. Me sitting in the middle of August. Well, I say the middle of August, the very end of August, but that's not the point. You're all born... You're all bloody... I don't know. Have you heard Adam's latest song? I mean, I shouldn't even mention that I know him, but I do. You're the youngest and the sis is the old. Hey, Beach, your sister shares a birthday with me. How's that? Your sister and me have the same birthday. How old's your sister, though? So I'm 35, gonna be 36. And so they go, what? I thought you was 42. I thought you was 42. It's a BPK song, but he's done it as himself, which is really cool. Because obviously they doxed him and everything. Brave, very brave. I'll give him that. Maybe stupid. Also give him that. But 28. Oh, so quite a bit younger. Oh, I remember being 28. Yep, it was not much different to now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. It was not much different to now. I was still married, kids, living from day to day on practically no money. So yeah, nothing's changed. But perhaps that's not a bad thing, right? Who knows? Yes, beats his sister, 28 years young. Oh, to be 28 again. Like I said, not really any different. Tell Santa to get you some hair clips for Christmas. Right? We're having this out. We're having this out because you have been banging on at me about my hair for about a year. I cut it. Well, I cut most of it off. I did. I cut most of it, and it's grown back a little bit. Right? It's nowhere near as long as it was, though. So, what should we do? What should we? Beach, you're 36. Only a year older than me. Only a year older than me. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to shave it all off? Do you want? Should I go for the cue ball? Shiny, put some wax on it. Let the studio lights glare off it. Should we go for that? This is a joke, by the way, Amy. Amy, it's a joke. Love you. I'm not mad at you. Get a hairband. You see, the thing is, it's not long enough for a hairband. It isn't long enough for a hairband at this particular moment in time. It's too short. So it's too short for a hairband, but it's kind of too long for clips. So we're somewhere in the middle. So what do I do? It's still in your face all the time. Get a crew cut. Like, hell no. Did you ever see Mars Attacks? Right? Fat Jack Black with his crew cut in Mars Attacks. That would be me if I got a crew cut. Not happening. Alright, so let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in the crew cut. Let's... Yeah, oh, you know what? I'd take that, Shalini. I would take glitzy hair clips. Shall I make an Amazon wish list and put some ridiculous shit on it? And then send that wish list to you guys as potential Christmas presents. Just put some ridiculous stuff in it, like glitzy hair clips. Oh dear. I like to think I'm fun. I do. I like to think I'm... My wife doesn't agree. Unicorn. Okay, alright, that's a challenge. That is a challenge. I'm gonna make an Amazon wish list. I will send you the link to the Amazon wish list, and I will put some things in it like glitzy unicorn hair clips. And then I'll put some good stuff in it that I expect nobody to ever buy me as well. Just, you know, as a suggestion. But I will do that, okay? We'll make an Amazon wish list. I'll do it later tonight after the stream. I'll start building it out. I'll start finding things. Stupid things, dumb things, fun things. And like Amy says, a shite Amazon wish list. Let's do it. Maybe we could all do it. And if we're in contact with one another on Twitter and X, we could kind of Secret Santa each other on our wish lists. I wouldn't mind doing that. So I could get one or two of you a couple bits. And so on and so forth. But they've got to be. It's got to be really dumb, useless, pointless stuff. And I know I just said I hate the commercialization of Christmas, but I think this is kind of the antithesis of that, because so many people, they want the best this, that, and the other. Oh, I need this $4,000 triple folding phone and stuff like that. No, if you're gonna get gifts, put a smile on someone's face. That doesn't mean that they have to have the most expensive thing. It doesn't. It's just a bit of fun. I do ramble, don't I? Have I got to do this twice? Right. I'm probably being blind again, folks. I am. Yeah, don't worry about it. No, I'm not. Apparently I need a second... No. I need a second one of these. I need a second one of these. But there it is. Hiding under the stand. There it is. Yes! Exactly! I mean... Look, most of the time before, I used to do the whole sponsor my balls thing. But I don't have a Christmas tree this year. So, we're not going to be able to really do that. Did anyone see my hair update on X? How bad was it? I haven't looked. Give me a second. Once we finish building, we'll chat on for another 10 minutes or so. And anything you want to show me, I'm quite happy to put up on stream so that we can see. Unless you don't want me to, of course, and then I won't. But I'm quite happy to have a little laugh, because we can do more with this setup than just Lego building. We can do full face camera, we can do camera and screen, we can watch videos, listen to videos. There's plenty we can do. Sometimes I might stream when we can have a look at some movie trailers and stuff like that, and we can, critique them, so to speak. We are a review channel after all, and I will be reviewing this set once I'm done. So I can't be honest with you because I haven't seen it, but I will endeavour to take a look. And I wonder if anybody else thinks I'm stealing their live thunder right now, and I just don't care. Because I'm enjoying myself here. I am enjoying myself. This is a very enjoyable build for me, because I love Sonic, and I know that my son loves Sonic, and so it's something we can kind of love together, if that makes sense. Me and my kids do not have a hell of a lot in common, and that's because we're all ASD, and we're all very different. That's not a problem, obviously. It's not a problem. But we don't have a lot in common, but this we do have in common. We all love our Lego sets. We love Sonic. And I'm just enjoying this. It's just a lovely little build. Yeah, I've got a few bits wrong, but I've repaired them. It's all good. It's all good. So, I really look at this, right? It's starting to look like something from Sonic the Hedgehog, and it can close up, and I think it's gonna close up eventually. So what am I building out now? I need the pillars. But yes, I will be honest with your hair update in about 5 or 6 minutes when we're done with this build. Oh, you've sent me a photo. So I will endeavour to put that on screen in a minute. So about 5 or 6 minutes. Let's get through this. Oh man. Do you know what? One of my favourite theme parks is a guilty pleasure of mine. Is Legoland Windsor. Absolute guilty pleasure of mine. because there's nothing really there for, big kids or adults. We went there for my birthday. When they were on my birthday, there's a vlog on the channel. Me, my wife, my children, Natalie, her children, and Lisa all went to Legoland together on my birthday. And it was a load of fun. And the place is a kind of guilty pleasure of mine. What are we doing? What am I doing? I'm building things. That's what I'm doing. And enjoying myself whilst doing it. Okay, so, like I said, we're gonna arrange this. Shite Amazon wish lists. And then we'll send each other the wish lists. And we'll Secret Santa one another. Like, you can put in really cheap, crappy things, or you can put in really expensive things and just see what happens, see if anybody's going to buy it. They also have one in Florida, and they have one in New York. Amy, there's 3 Legolands in the United States. So you've got Legoland Florida. It used to be Cypress Gardens, but it's now Legoland Florida. And then you've got Legoland New York, which was a brand new ground-up theme park that they built. It opened about 2 or 3 years ago, so it's not very old. And they have Legoland California as well, which is quite old. But yeah, Cypress Gardens is now Legoland Florida. If you ever went to Cypress Gardens, anyway. I've been to Legoland in London a few years back. Yeah, Legoland Windsor. It's like I said, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love the place, and my kids love it as well, which is always good. And my wife, well, she hasn't murdered me yet, so that's always good, right? What am I doing? I'm so confused. I shouldn't be confused, but I am. And once again, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I really appreciate the amount of people that have popped in this evening. Had over 170 views so far, so very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. And that's just on this stream. We had over 100 on the last one as well. Shalene says, I must go Legoland, Ben, in England. How long? And not been. Right, well, when it reopens in March, I do have an annual pass. And I do get a free carer. And if Chrissy is unable to attend, you can be that free carer. And you can come to Legoland with me and go on the Lego rides. And the Lego Flying Theatre. And all of that. For free. I mean, I also get bring a friend tickets every year. They're not for free, but they are cheap. So, like, £25 for a ticket. So, worst case scenario, we'll get you one of those, and you can join us. Oh yeah, their rides are nice and easy. There's nothing extreme at Legoland, nothing at all. They're nice, easy. They're kids' rides. They're built for little kids, and you can be in a vlog, you can be in a video. Shalini's first trip to Legoland. Oh, I love it. Where's me pot of gold at the end of... Love you. Oh dear. I can't do Irish very, very well. One would say I can't do many accents very well. Although my wife says that I should be in voice work. Because she says I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, if people want me to do Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, I could probably do that. Like, hi there, I'm a Stitch. Yeah, experiment 626, huh? Something like that. I could probably even do Mickey Mouse if push. Like, hiya, pal. Something like that. God, I've been here nearly 30 years. London, right? You've been there nearly 30 years. It's not bad. Wait a minute. Aha. Well, nearly 50. I mean, What, you've been on this earth nearly 50 years? This is like starting to look pretty complete. I think this is like a hangar for the plane that the plane wouldn't fit through, but it is. You came over when you were 19, and you're still here. You never left. You thought, I'm going to stay there. I want to stay over there in England. But, to be fair, you found yourself a decent man. He's a lovely man. You know, you've got a home, you've got a roof over your head, you've got a very, you might not like it, but you've got a very good job. And yeah, I'm just rambling really. I I don't think luck comes into it. I'm not gonna lie. People say, "Oh, I'm lucky," this, that, and the other, but you get what you work towards. And I'm working my ass off towards wanting to build something for myself. You've built yourself a little life there, and that's awesome. And you want to, I know you want to move on and come this way, probably. And we'd love to have you down this way, by the way. We'd all love to have you down this way. So, well, it is Thanksgiving today, Shalini. It is Thanksgiving. I know we don't really celebrate it, but I'm thankful for what I've got. I've got a wife who, through thick and thin, for some reason loves me. I've got children who, no, we don't generally, Amy. So generally, no, but I think it's something that is kind of catching on now. It's like an Americanization, an American tradition that is kind of catching on. Old ugly sweater parties. You know me. I mean, look at me right now. But hold on, let me go to my big camera. I'm literally wearing the Haunted Mansion on my t-shirt. I've got the Hatbox Ghost and I'm literally wearing the Haunted Mansion. Where is he? There he is. Is there a Christmas jumper day? So you know me, anyways. What I'm saying is, I love all that crap. I love looking like an idiot and wearing silly things. Love it. So the point I'm making is that if we're going to do anything like that, you've got a Minions Christmas jumper. That sounds pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so we're turning this around. I'm actually putting the last piece on now. I'm putting the last piece on. I've thoroughly enjoyed this build. I really have. I've thoroughly enjoyed this one. Yeah, I love the Haunted Mansion as well, / Phantom Manor, the French version of it. Look at this. Look at that. So, before we move on to the chat portion of this stream, let's take a look at what we got here. So this is sort of the hangar section, and it opens up. The tails is plain, and it does look like it's well designed and looks like something out of Sonic the Hedgehog. You can see these little printed pieces here. I do appreciate a printed piece over a sticker. I really do. So we'll put that down there. Close the book up because we don't need the book. Put that like that. You can see that. We have the plane itself. So we've got an airplane, a biplane, it's got 2 sets of wings, well themed, and as Shalini said, it's got a spinny bit. Eee, spinny bit. Looks pretty cool on the camera. Really nice, really sturdy as well, and built with not very many pieces. It is a well built little plane. It feels robust, which is good, and it's got a little space for Sonic to stand on top of it, like in the whoa. We've just had a disaster, people. It's just been a disaster. An absolute half of the hangar has just gone flying. I'm very sad. I think I've sorted it. I don't know what's happened here. But I'm just trying to sort the camera out. Right. I might be able to. This may be salvageable. Then again, it might not be. We'll see. Give me a second. I'm going to try and do this. Never a good sign. Just never a good sign. Alright, give me a sec. Give me a sec here. I'm going to try and put it back together. There's a couple pieces that have obviously not quite made it to. I'm just checking for pieces that might have gone elsewhere. Right. Santa's got his hat on now. Let's get this fixed. What are you oh my godding at? Right. Okay. I know what to do. I think I know what to do. Oh dear. Look. Accidents happen, these things happen, and it elongates the string. So, it's all gravy. It might not be that gravy. Let me check this out. So there is. We need a grey corner piece. In fact, I need to take this entire piece out. Yeah, several hours for the barbecue turkey, because of course. You know what? I think that fixing this deserves a super chat. I can't believe I did that. I cannot. Then this is what I was talking about, not having a fixed tripod for this top-down camera. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm doing something. Give me a second. I'm on here for a reason. Oh yeah, because I want to change it over to live chat. That's right. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then that is going to attach to there. Good. That's a good start. So okay. We're yellow brick. Follow the yellow brick road. I'm just copying the one next to it. So that, how does that connect onto there? Okay. Jesus, so when I go home at Christmas, Amy, my dad has an Arga cooker. So the turkey goes in the bottom oven before we go to the bed, then finishing it off the top oven, gets it a bit brown and crispy, then it rests. Arga is in an outdoor cooker. Now, correct me if I'm ignorant, but is that a quintessentially Indian thing? Because I know your family are of Indian heritage, aren't they? We're getting somewhere now. Balls! Jesus Christ! Oh, good God. Right. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. I've got to soldier on. This part of it is not built well. It's not. I'm just going to say it as it is. This is not built well. Jesus Christ. Just give me a minute. I need a minute. Oh, it's just all going wrong. It's all going wrong. Arga is gas, and it's like what Americans would call a range. It has two cooking plates on top. Top oven is very hot, bottom oven slower cooking. Okay, well, it's like a double cooker then. We got a double cooker. Okay. Okay. I'm trying my best to keep my cool here. This is ridiculous, though. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. A lot of folks have them in the countryside, do they? Okay. Did you guys see there's a brand new Wallace and Gromit movie coming out on January 5th? Obviously, Peter Sallis is dead, but they've got a new movie coming. And apparently, it's good. And it's going to be a sequel to the Wallace and Gromit short, The Wrong Trousers. Right. Come on. But the guy that voices Wallace in this new one sounds exactly like Peter Sallis. He sounds great. Coming out on Netflix, of all places. Sheep? Sheep? Wales? Wales sheep? Yeah, so yeah, January 5th, I think, the new Wallace and Gromit movie coming to Netflix. Look, I'm starting to get this thing back together. We're starting to get it back together. What's gone wrong here? Something's gone wrong here. Why can't I work this out? Oh no! You think you've got something and then it all goes wrong again. This is terrible. Right, you're going on there. You're going on there. Now where's the wall going? I've got to put in a wall. But it doesn't make much sense. Because they're in the right place. They're not in the right place. Interesting. No, a piece didn't go flying. I've actually got all... Fudging hell! What is wrong with this thing? What is wrong with this thing? The second you put any pressure on it, it just obliterates. It's like they built the plane so well. My God. I could cry at this point. I really could. I could cry. But I won't give it the satisfaction. Oh, Jesus. People will use this as an example for years to come. This is how not to build. Jesus. Right. Why is that? Right. Damn it. Okay. Yes, the Penguin is back as the villain. Yes. Oh, balls. Right. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, I hope. In fact, I hope, fingers crossed, this extra bit of destruction has actually made it easier. Because now I can do that. I can do that, that, that. Yeah, I'm getting there. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, there is one piece missing. This is going to be annoying. There's one piece missing. I'm losing the wheel. The wheel is going. Feathers McGraw, indeed. Think you need some super glue? No, 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 no. You absolute no. You do not super glue Lego. I did it. Did it. I fixed it. We're not even going to review that piece of crap. But we will look at the figures. So we have Sonic himself doing the wink face. Classic Sonic the Hedgehog, printed on the front, printed on the legs. Awesome headpiece, custom molded, really, really well done. Printed on the back as well. That is such a cool little Lego minifigure. And he can go there. Then we have Tails, or Miles Tails Prower. Once again, custom molded headpiece with the little legs, which are printed. A printed front. And then his awesome custom molded tailpiece with his twin tails on his back. That is probably my favourite of the figures. Of all of the Sonic figures. I don't know if Dexter will actually be allowed to keep that. I may have to steal it from my son. A little lounger for some reason for one of them to chill out on. Maybe like a dentist, more like a dentist chair. Don't know why. Just like we needed something extra to build. We've got the Hornet, who is kidnapped a Chow, who's being held hostage in there. The little Hornet. He survived the destruction. Then we've got a toolbox, because you have to have a toolbox for your plane. Put the plane back in the middle there. Put that there. Oh, and finally, we have 3 of Sonic's famed rings, which are up on stands, which are custom molded pieces as well. When they first made the Sonic sets, there was a Lego Ideas set, and no, it wasn't Lego Ideas. It was Lego Dimensions. In fact, it was a game. And when they first made the Sonic sets, his rings, the rings it helped with, were just coloured toilet seat pieces, which was quite funny. Do they have Wallace and Gromit Lego? No, they do not have Wallace and Gromit Lego, Amy. They do not. Speaking of Amy, now that we have finished the Lego, why don't we get into the chat section of this for a bit? And I'll go over to X for a sec. You said you sent me a picture, so we'll put that on screen for you. Just a second. And then we will bring it up. What do we think of Amy's hair? Now, before I put it up, I think actually it's lovely. I really like it. But it's not for me to decide. It's for all of you to decide. Amy in Kentucky, with all of her Fallout Vault-Tec stuff behind her. It looks awesome. And there's a little big boy down there as well, I can see. Some Hello Kitty stuff. So, what do we think of Amy's hair? Personally, I love it. I love the two-toned factor to it. This bit being a different colour to this bit. I think it looks great. But that's just me. Up to you guys. Decide in the chat. Vote in the chat. So, is Amy's hair good? And as it is Black Friday tomorrow, I think possibly I could be live again. Possibly I could go live again. However, I'm going to keep an eye throughout the day on emerging videos of people trying to get into Black Friday sale. And if we can find some really, really good ones throughout the day, so you guys keep your eyes peeled as well. Because if we can find some really, really good ones, what we'll do is instead of doing a Lego build tomorrow night, we'll go live and we'll watch some Black Friday sale videos together. And we shall critique people's methods and methodology and starting points and things like that. We'll just have some good old-fashioned Black Friday fun. But it's not guaranteed. We'll have to see. We'll keep an eye. You know what, Amy? That's why I keep my hair dyed black. Because the second it goes a natural grey, I'll just let it grow out. Because my natural hair colour is quite light blonde anyway. So I just keep my hair dyed black because I dyed it black and I quite like it. And it's been like that for years, really, but when it goes fully grey, I'll just grow it out. So, hopefully, being 35 years old, it will be a fair few more years yet. But my brother, now he was about 19 years old when he started getting grey patches in the side of his hair. So, and he's only a year older than me, I might add. He's only a year older than me. And so for the past 17 years, he's been going grey. But I haven't. And I've barely lost my hairline as well. I mean, it kind of looks grey at the roots at the moment, but it's not. That's just my natural blonde colour. And I've got to dye it in because right now it kind of looks like I'm going bald when I'm actually not. It's just the contrast of my roots versus... Shalini says, I get a stripe when my hair dye starts to run out. Ask one. I've seen the stripe. I can attest to the stripe. I've seen the stripe. I know what the stripe looks like. And do you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, Shalini. I like the stripe. I do. I just like the stripe. Beats and Tapes says, my beard is going grey. Lol. Well, you know, at your age, I started noticing 2 or 3 grey hairs in here earlier on, actually, when I was getting all the fluff off the side and under the chin. I started to notice, I've got grey hair here, I've got grey hair. Thankfully, this is only a 1080p DSLR, so you can't see it. But if it was 4K, you'd see it. Do I have a lot of hair? Is that a lot of hair, really? I don't know. Yeah, I like the stripe. I know Vaughn likes the stripe as well. Amy said she started going grey in her 20s. Well, I don't think that's a bad thing, because I don't actually think there's anything wrong with grey hair. I like it. But there are so many people that even knock on gingers, and ginger's one of my favourite hair colours. I think it's very nice. But yet people take the piss out of them. Oh, ginger. No, I think it's a very nice hair colour, and I think it's quite unique, quite distinct, and quite eye-catching, which is good. You stand out. And you know what? I think that's why people don't like it so much. Or poor Ed. Because there are a lot of people that don't want other people to stand out. Right? Because they want to stand out. And then you look at somebody that looks different, that is striking, and you go, no. I mean, I don't, but that's what other people can and do. Because people want to be the popular one or something like that, especially back in school, right? My grandma was maybe there's some ginger in you, Amy. You never know. The gene is recessive. So it could... Vaughn has nice blonde hair. So do I. You know that. You've seen it this length and down to my shoulders and natural blonde, but I don't really like it. I don't think it suits me. But you might think otherwise. I don't know, but I just don't think it suits me. But the only problem with keeping my hair black is I have to keep on top of it. Because look at this. Look at the roots. I mean, they're growing out pretty fast. And it makes it look like I've got less hair on the scalp than I actually do. I mean, I could cut it again, couldn't I? I don't know. You know what? Hold on. Let me put in a troll poll. Can I put in a troll poll? Should I cut my hair? Start poll. There's a poll. I've never done one before. I've never run a poll before. I've got 100% on yes at the moment. Is there going to be any pushback on that? No, we've got 100% on yes. I told you to go back to your natural colour. Hey, Beach, remember that hair shampoo ad you just stepped out of a salon and flicked the hair? That was Ben. Yeah, it was me. Because I'm worth it. That was me. I mean, I wasn't in the advert, but that was what I was like. Do you like my plane? I mean, it's not mine, it's my son's, but I built that, you know. I built that. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am looking at the time and I'm thinking it is time for me to move on, so to speak. I have enjoyed all of your company, as I always do. Those of you who have hit the like button, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe to the channel. Where you can do that quickly is just click the subscribe button. I don't know, Beats. I don't know. I haven't checked. I am. And thank you, Amy, for adding towards our super chat goal tonight. We really do appreciate you. We appreciate it. And we might be back tomorrow, depending on the Black Friday madness. So one more time, boys and girls, especially if you're in the United States, I would just like to say Happy Thanksgiving. If you haven't had your turkey yet, please do enjoy your turkey, because even though most people can't cook turkey, it is one done properly, like Amy's doing in a pound of butter, it can be a beautiful, lovely, succulent meat. So enjoy it. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and we will speak to you again in the next one. Bye for now.